move the chairman order the speaker to leave the platform.
Sit down.
Get off the platform.
Just get down. Go home.
I think, Doctor, that the majority wants to take the vote before you start to speak. If they so will, you can speak. Otherwise, the majority rules. You won't deny that. Medical officer of the Springs is now an enemy of the people and of his community.
That's not true. He loves this town.
Oh, sure he does. That's why he's
You fool!
I do know there are various versions of it. I know it was written in 1882 by Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen. The version we're doing was translated and modified by Arthur Miller, and it was performed in New York starting in 1950.
And I thought, we could do some Ibsen, but I didn't feel like teaching a doll's house and then coming and living with a doll's house during rehearsals. So I thought, what other plays are out there? And I thought, I really liked Enemy of the People when I read it in high school.
I didn't invite you here to attack me.
I think all shows are important, but this one in particular because it doesn't really, no side is completely right. And I like that. I like the fact that I'm playing someone who's both right and what he's trying to accomplish, but his methods are just so one-track mind that he overlooks the important parts.
I think it was, I want to say it was Henry Kissinger who said something to the effect of university politics are the most vicious of all politics. And I think that applies also to small town politics.
Absolutely.
I still think it resonates today. The people in this country, and not only politicians, but business people, are looking for the quick fix, the short-term profit. They're not looking at the big picture and what's the perspective. And these people represent people that we see in the news all the time.
And these are real people. They have real lives. They have joys. They have sorrows. They have all of these different things going on.
Yeah, it's a little subversive when you think about it, because basically what it's telling you is you can't work within the system to affect change, because the system, if you work within the system, you're a part of the system. If the system is the problem, then you're not going to accomplish anything.
I've been in a minority position. When I was in the Peace Corps, for example, I was an Arab Muslim North Africa, and I'm a Roman Catholic. I stood out in an Arab Muslim country where I was an English teacher, but I'd have people calling after me, following me, making cat calls every day. But I didn't have to do anything heroic. I didn't have to stand up and be counted. I just had to try to be myself and be cool.
Whenever I take a stand about something, I frequently write letters to the editor or make donations to whatever campaign that I work with. I love anything that has to do with the Grey Wolves or Anwar. I support it completely. But anything that I believe strongly in, I'll stand by my convictions and speak up on it. I find after 200 whatever years of American government, the best way to get things accomplished is manipulation. So.
Now, if anybody wants to speak.
I heard that.
Like I said, once you start working on something, once you start working towards a goal with that level of passion and you're utterly convinced that you're right in what you're doing, you start ignoring what the other people say. And this was a good opportunity to see the other side's perspective from it.
That even though you may be in the minority or be a minority of one, that if you are right, if you have the truth, that you need to stand up for that.
I think what the most important thing people need to take away is to learn how to compromise. I hope everyone at least takes that much away from this, and I think that will be illustrated in this show.
There's something for everybody. It's a timely piece, it's a universal piece, and we've been having a great time putting it on.
I think this can be produced just as Shakespearean plays still have relevance now. It may be modified to fit a a new generation of people in some ways, but this will always, a character like this will always stand out.
I'm J.R. Simons, and I am the director of our production of Arthur Miller's adaptation of Henrik Ibsen's An Enemy of the People.
I'm George L. Stewart, and I play Dr. Thomas Stockman.
I'm Ray Cosma, and I play Morton Keel, the father-in-law of Dr. Stockman, the enemy of the people.